Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-January 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. And we're going to get this show started immediately. We're going to grab an oracle card out here just to breeze into this reading nice and smooth. So my God, Spirit Team, talk to me. What do we got for the Aries collective in mid-January 2022? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'm going to pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what type of shadows might pop up or what shadow work you might want to look at. So there's much for you to think about and consider. Let's get this first card out here, though. See what we got for Aries. Thank you. Yeah, so we have this magician character. Now, normally I usually pull 2 oracles, but we're trying a different format this week. And this magician here, I always say he's similar to the magician in the tarot deck, but before we fully break him down, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle is @KyleofCups. Please feel free to tweet me things, but back into this magician character. Sure, it could speak about creation of various different things, various things you're trying to bring into your life or manifest. It could be a big interest in the spiritual, the occult, the hidden. But when I see this one in particular, since this technically is not a tarot deck, this could speak about some sort of illusion, okay? So you're going to want to beware in this time that nobody's trying to pull the wool over your eyes or anything like that. But if we look at this from a more optimistic, positive standpoint, which I like to do, this magician could just be all about your powers of manifesting and bringing things towards you. So we're going to place him down right there, and we're going to get into the tarot spread now real quick. So let's get you 3 in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify as always. And God, Spirit Team, talk to me. What do we have for the Aries collective in mid-January? Now, last week's reading was titled A Mind-Blowing Win, so hopefully something has gone really good for you if you're part of the Aries collective. There's been good energies around all the fire signs, technically. So we're going to hope and keep our fingers crossed that that stays the same, that there's good energy for mid-January. So let's see what we got for Aries. Let's get these first 3 out for my friends. And we'll just keep this going. What do we got for Aries? The deck is being particular. There we go. We got our first card out here. All right, we got the 9 of Wands. Now, I see that as a neutral card. That's not a bad card, in my opinion. It gets a bad rap sometimes, but let's get a couple more here. Thank you. Yeah, Knight of Wands. So, Aries, we're getting a lot of fire here. It does not surprise me. You are a fire sign. Very action-oriented, a little hot. Let's get one more here. And then we'll really start to break this down. So, what do we got? Thank you. All right, so you got the 7 of Wands, Aries. And I'll just point this out like I already did. Everything here is of the fire element. That's an element that you are pretty familiar with. Aries is a super fiery type of sign. Now, when we see all the wands in a tarot reading, this could be very good. This could speak about motivation, passion, drive, determination, all about your energy. But this can also be tempers flaring a little bit. So before we break this down, you're going to want to watch that your temper doesn't fly off the handle. But let's go through. We'll go one by one. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicier intuitive stuff. In position number 1, we have the 9 of Wands, which is one of the more grounded of the Wands cards. You could be feeling extra protective, okay? You could be standing your ground about something. This is a little bit of a stubborn type of energy sometimes. And yes, it could be communication issues, putting a wall up. So hopefully you're not having issues speaking or communicating with somebody. But it's that territorial, protective, I've been through a bunch of mess. I don't want to be through no more, no drama, no games type of energy with this 9 of Wands. Now, as we progress through the reading, we go from a grounded fire energy into a super action-based oriented type of vibe. We have the Knight of Wands. Now that could represent you. If you have dealings with another fire sign, this could represent them here. So depending on what clarifies it, that'll give us more of an idea of what this Knight of Wands could be about. But think of action, movement, something progressing, or you just having a lot of just passion and drive to get something going or do something. Big action here with this card. So I really want to see what this could be about. If it's an individual, it's somebody that is the life of the party, okay? Somebody that gets a lot of attention. In its bad sense, it could be someone that parties it up a little too much, but you might need to cut loose. But as I already said, with all this wand energy, all this fire energy, you might be feeling a little explosive in different ways. Now on the very back end here, we have the Seven of Wands. Once again, this is a card that I see as neutral. Some people see this as a card of conflict. You look at the imagery there, it does look a little bit rough. You see that person, they're cornered, so maybe some of you feel like trapped, cornered, grounded, like that Nine of Wands here. But in the good sense, the Seven of Wands could be a super determined type of energy where you're willing to just go through all the roadblocks, get over any obstacle that's placed in your path. So with all this fiery, explosive action, I'm really interested to clarify these. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump in and clarify. So let's shuffle it up one time here for my Aries friends, please. Pardon me. Now this is going to be interesting, my friends. Let's shuffle it up here and see what we got. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research, rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this Nine of Wands to start. And also, if you read tarot yourself, that's why this box is here. You could just play along. Any messages you're feeling, just share it with your collective if you'd like. So let's see why this Nine of Wands is here for Aries, please. Why is this Nine of Wands here? Thank you. Okay, we got the Six of Cups. So yeah, this could be a little bit of a grudgy type of energy. Now, for some of you, you could be thinking back on the past. You could be getting a little disgruntled about past events, things that have already happened with the Six of Cups in reverse. So once again, when we're talking about a possible explosive energy with all this fire, that's going to be something you want to watch out for. Not reminiscing too much on the past, maybe mistakes that have been made, maybe people that you've had rough dealings with, because this is a little bit grudgy here. Now, this could be somebody that has learned a lesson or two, who's been through a few things and is not willing to go through it again. Like I said, this is a no games, no nonsense, no drama type of energy, because this person's learned from their past with the Six of Cups in reverse. For some of you, it could just be issues with people that you have a lot of history with as well. But like I said, it does feel a little bit grudgy, possibly. So there's a little warning there that somebody around you might be feeling like that. Either that or you're just in no games, no drama mode whatsoever. So we're going to keep it moving over to this Knight of Wands. Because as I said, that could be something that's representing how you're feeling or something that's coming towards you. So let's see why this Knight of Wands is here. We got a whole bunch of tongue twisters this week, Aries. We got the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands. So let's see what's up. Why do we have the Knight? My Aries friends. Okay, we have Justice in reverse. Once again, that little bit of grudgy type of feeling here. Now, for some of you, you might be having issues with a Libra here when Justice is in reverse. And I feel like this is somebody feeling like they might have gotten a bad shake or a bad swing of some kind with Justice in reverse. Because yes, it could be about decisions, but it's a karmic card as well. So this could absolutely be somebody paying a karmic debt. Now, I'm not saying that's you. It could be someone you're tied to for sure. But yeah, somebody might catch a bad break of some kind. Somebody might be paying a karmic debt. If you're not having any like little tumultuous issues with a Libra, this could be somebody feeling like they got a bad shake. So when we look back at what was through the rest of this spread, the Nine of Wands with the Six of Cups, the little grudginess or thinking back on past mistakes, if it's like not that no games energy, yeah, you might think back on situations where you've gotten a short end of the stick. And yeah, once again, a little grudgy, a little disgruntled as well. Like someone might be a little upset with you. So we're going to see what's up with the Seven of Wands. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. So let's put this down here. Okay, it doesn't feel treacherous. And like I always say, when rough energies show up in a spread, life is all about that. Like the last few weeks, the spreads have looked good, but life is all about those ups and downs and those learning experiences. So let's see why this Seven of Wands is here before we do the recap. Let's go. All right, yeah, everything's going to be fine in the end. We got the Three of Cups in the upright under the Seven of Wands. So this is somebody that is really not willing to let anybody ruin their happiness or throw them off track. That's the main vibe this is giving me. Because the Three of Cups, I'm not going to go the whole third-party situation route. It's a celebratory type of card. It's a happy type of card. Wins, victories, triumphs, like I said. And under a determined card like the Seven of Wands, yeah, there might be speed bumps coming up. But this is somebody who is focused, locked in on their happiness, what makes them happy, what they want to move towards. So I really, really like this on the back end of the spread. It's good, especially when we pair it with the Seven of Wands. Like, yeah, things might be a little rough, things might be a little up and down, but in the end, I will be happy. I will get this victory or win. So we have a lot of different things going on here, Aries. Let's go through and do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. So let's put them back here. Now, if you kindly look down in the box, in position number 1, we have the Nine of Wands with the Six of Cups in reverse. Might be having issues with people you have a history with. I was getting a little bit of a grudgy type of feeling, somebody who could be a little disgruntled, thinking back on times where they've, had the short end of the stick. But this could easily just be somebody who has learned their lesson and is not playing games, no drama, no nonsense, no BS. I'd say that's a good thing. Moving to the center, we have the Knight of Wands with Justice in reverse. For some of you, you might be having choppy waters with a Libra. If that's not it, once again, somebody feeling like they've gotten a bad shake. Okay, this could also be somebody paying a karmic debt, and I'm not saying it's you. But with Justice in reverse, it's the biggest karmic card. It's all good. But moving to the very back end, we got the Seven of Wands, the determined energy, someone who's willing to fight through it all, with the Three of Cups. The win in the end, the payoff in the end. It doesn't matter what's going on, what cycles you're going through, the ups, downs. In the end, you're going to focus on your happiness, and you will be happy focusing on that goal at the end of the tunnel. Very hopeful. So the win, the payoff, the victory, right at the back of the reading. Beautiful. So please take a screenshot if you'd like. We're going to get into the shadow card now real quick. So let's shuffle it up one time here with the Shadowland Tarot for my Aries friends, please. We'll see what you might have to watch out for here, Aries. Now, I've been telling everybody when I pull this deck out, it's meant to be a darker deck. It's illustrated in a darker way. So it forces us to look at the dark underbelly of the energies, which is exactly what we're going to do. So let's just get one card out here. What shadows might pop up for my Aries friends? Mid-January. Whether it's the shadow work that you need to work on or just something that just pops up in the mind. Okay, so we have more wand energy here. We got the 10 of Wands. So we have a lot of high-numbered wands showing up in the reading as a whole. Once again, that fiery, explosive, temperamental type of energy showing up in the shadows. Let me get that card straight there because it always bothers me when they're askew. But the 10 of Wands is kind of seen as one of the rougher energies in the tarot deck. And we'll look at the dark energies that are attached to it. It's a burden of some kind. Somebody that has a lot of weight on their shoulders. It's also a little warning about physical health and vitality. So in this time, even though there's a lot of fiery energy, you're going to want to take care of yourself. You're going to want to heal your mind, body, soul. Make sure you're getting proper rest. Your health is super important when this shows out specifically in the shadows. Now, for some of you, in regards to shadow work, there might be something, like I said, from the past that's weighing on you a little bit, or someone you're attached to that is just bothered, burdened by what they've done in the past. That's what this card could represent. You would know what to do about that better than I would, because there's Aries going through all sorts of different things. But yeah, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the January subscriber surprise. For the January subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the wonderful, beautiful Wizard's Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what one of your main goals is for the year 2022. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of January, I will announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and Happy New Year.